Coming up on Mountain News this morning, officials are getting ready for cold weather. Plus, 4 people are behind bars after a complaint about suspicious activity in a cemetery.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Carmouche. We are at 6:30 this morning and today is January 2nd, 2025. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, we made it. It's 2025, but it's cold.
It is cold. Yeah, unfortunately, we're on the colder side of things and we're just going to get worse. I hate to break you that news this morning, but temperatures are plummeting throughout the week. So enjoy those current temperatures in the 30s because this is what you can expect as your highs for Saturday, and the highs as you're going into next week will be even colder than this. So really just take in these temperatures and especially take in those afternoon temperatures. Your forecast highs will be in the upper 30s and low 40s, and we will not be seeing temperatures this warm for a significant amount of time. In fact, I can't even forecast that far out, so definitely going to be cold for quite the bit. Now here's satellite and radar this morning, and as you can see, no snow is happening right now. We do have some clouds, and we'll see those snow chances pick back up in the overnight hours and into your Friday morning. Something to look out for. Here are those next 12 hours for you today. You'll see us hitting that high temperature around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour. We'll have that sun peeking through as you're going into the afternoon. Madison.
All right, Megan, thank you. With freezing temperatures expected these next few days, leaders in one eastern Kentucky city are working to prevent pipe burst. WYMT's Caroline Mueller spoke with officials about how the city, as well as those living there, can prepare for the situation.
Hazard's aging water system has been a challenge during past cold snaps, but officials say they're making progress.
Our plant was built in like 1950, so we have been working real hard and staying diligent and trying to replace as much as we can. Right now we're going through over $75 million worth of new water projects.
City Manager Tony Eversole says folks can also take precautions to avoid frozen and bursting pipes.
Make sure it's buried, make sure that it's got heat tape on it, you know, if need be. You need to be around 18 inches deep at least, and you know, just protect your own stuff. Don't leave if your pipes are insulated good and you're buried good, you don't have to leave your water dripping.
The National Weather Service in Jackson warns exposed pipes face a higher risk of freezing.
As we start getting well below freezing, especially overnight lows, sometimes places that might were more exposed, you know, so like those that might be in manufactured housing or those that might have that are on campsites and things like that, they may want to take precautions to protect those pipes.
Eversole says the city has crews ready to respond to any leaks or bursts.
Our maintenance crews are always out. We've got crews on standby. We've got crews that work on the weekend. We've got crews that work on the evenings, and we've got a dandy bunch that really tries to attack the leak as quick as possible.
City officials and weather experts agree. Preparation is key to minimizing damage and disruption. They're reminding everyone to stay ahead of the freeze. Caroline Mueller, WYMT Mountain News.
If you experience a pipe burst, officials say you can report it to the city's 24/7 leak line or contact the police department. That number is on your screen, 606-436-2222. A man is facing charges after being accused of endangering children in Wolfe County. The incident started when the man was getting off the Mountain Parkway and entering Highway 15. Keith Castle reportedly drove into the opposite lane at one point and brake checked the sheriff's deputy multiple times. After fleeing from police, they eventually found Castle a half-mile away from where the car was parked. He was taken to the Three Forks Regional Jail. Also in Wolfe County, 4 people are facing charges after police were called to a cemetery about suspicious activity yesterday. When police arrived, they discovered 3 vehicles were near the cemetery after one vehicle tried to get away from police and came to a stop. Police found suspected meth and other paraphernalia. Amber Schwabel, Christopher Howard, Daniel Perkins, and Brandon Lewis were all taken to the Three Forks Regional Jail. Police in Whitley County arrested a man who reportedly has a history of felony convictions. Last weekend, police pulled over Mohammed Jabbar in Williamsburg following some reported traffic violations. When police searched his vehicle, they found a pistol. When they researched his criminal record, it showed Jabbar was a domestic violence offender with an active protection order from the state of Louisiana. He was taken to the Whitley County Jail. A man is in custody facing charges for a stolen weed eater. 49-year-old Hobart Buttery was taken into custody on December 23rd. According to his arrest citation, London police say they got a report of a burglary on Taylor Drive. Nearby surveillance footage shows a vehicle in the area at the time of the theft. The homeowners say Buttery had worked for them in the past and had asked for another job but was denied. According to court records, the address where police say the theft happened is connected to the Laurel County Judge Executive. London police say Buttery and the vehicle were later found in Manchester, where he admitted to taking a heater and a weed eater that he says he brought to a home in Lilly. Buttery is due in court today for a preliminary hearing. In Knox County, a man is facing charges after being accused of opening mailboxes. The reported incident happened on Sunday. Police received a complaint about the incident, which happened in the Bryant Store community. When they conducted an investigation, they determined 32-year-old David Ryan Jackson was the man involved. Jackson was later arrested when police found him walking on Kentucky 1809. He was taken to the Knox County Detention Center. Crews battled a major fire in Laurel County on Tuesday night. Firefighters responded to a structure fire on West Laurel Road just before midnight. Crews worked until 1:40 in the morning putting out the fire. The Laurel County Fire Department, Keavy Volunteer Fire Department, and Ambulance Incorporated of Laurel County responded to the scene. No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire was also not reported. Police are searching for a missing person in Wise County, Virginia. Take a look at your screen. Police are looking for 40-year-old Joshua Wade Moore, also known as Boxhead. Moore was last seen in the Coburn area, but has not been seen by family members in several weeks. You can contact the Wise County Sheriff's Office with any tips on the case at 276-328-3566. Police say all calls will be kept confidential.
Current temperatures across the U.S. are definitely cold, and we are in the 30s right now, but what you can expect, well, those temperatures up towards the north, that 8 degrees that you see on your screen, well, it is going to be coming down towards us as we're going through the next couple days, so that's something to put on your radar this morning. But a closer look at eastern Kentucky, and as you can see, those temperatures are hovering around that freezing mark and a little bit cooler as you're moving more towards Virginia. But thankfully, we do have some bit of warming as you're heading into the afternoon. Those forecast highs for today will be in the upper 30s and low 40s. And as you're going through the next 12 hours, you can just watch as those temperatures do increase. We'll be hitting that high temperature around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour. And we will be staying dry all day long with the chance of snow picking up in the overnight hours and into your Friday. Madison.
All right, Megan, thank you. And thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:39. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Folks throughout the country are remembering former President Jimmy Carter.